Hey, what's up? I'm gonna go off niche here and do a credit video. Show you how this video will be about how I achieved an 80,000 credit card limit. Might not be the popular way to do it, but I don't know if I could have achieved that high of a credit card limit without doing what I'm gonna show you. So first, let me just show you some of my credentials, some of my higher limit credit cards. Here's I think it's pronounced Barclays card. This card was an Uber credit card when I got it, and you could earn points, like money off of the rewards were money off your rides or your Uber Eats orders, and then all of a sudden they just changed it. So I guess that Uber credit card wasn't successful, but there's my $50,000 limit. I'm not using it right now. This one you can do balance transfers, but the balance transfer offers aren't very good on this one. They're 5% fee, and it's less than a year for the 0%. So this one has gone down to like offering me 2% transfer fee. I don't know how they decide when they're going to give you the good offers or not, but let me show you the next one. These are my Citi cards. I have the Citi Double Cash and the Citi Custom Cash, and the Custom Cash card, they lowballed me on the credit limit. It's 6,500. I just use that one for gas. And this Double Cash card has a $44,900 limit. Got it at 0 right now. This one offers balance transfers, and they're not that great a deal. I'll show you. So this one's also a 5% fee. So the amount that you transfer is, you're charged 5% of the amount that you transfer to borrow, to get the 0 interest, and it's only till December of this year. And they cap me $30,000 on this one, even though it's got a almost $45,000 limit. So they've offered better deals in the past, but this one's lowballing me on the balance transfer deals right now. This is my highest limit Chase card. It's the Chase Inc. business card, Chase Inc. Unlimited. And Chase completely stopped offering the balance transfer deals. And when they did, they were capping it at 15 grand. So Chase sucks for balance transfer deals. I love Chase that's who I bank with, and that's who did my mortgage, and I've done vehicle financing, and their rewards are good. This is the unlimited. It's 1.5% cash back, which you can do better than that right now. So I don't use it that often, but they have one that's 5% back on my cell phone bill and my internet bill, so I like that one. But Chase, not good if you need to need to leverage your credit. They're not very good. But there's another big limit. These are my American Express cards, and I had a business installment loan. So I took this to help build my business credit, because I had never been offered a business installment loan. I paid it off early. It was 37 grand, and I think I paid it off in like less than 2 years. But they didn't, no questions asked. They just dropped that 37 grand into my account. This is I have a line of credit available. This is my biggest amount of money that I could borrow if I wanted to. I've never used this because it's not a very good deal. But if I needed up to 150 large, I'd have it. Let's see, I'll show you what. It's not a 0 inch. I love those 0 interest credit cards. See, here's the terms. This is if you borrowed the max. You can change it. You can lower it. So 6 months would cost me $4,500. That's a lot compared to the. If you want more time, you're really gonna pay. So never used this account yet. I hope they don't take it away because it's good for an emergency. I probably should just do one. It says you can pay it off early. All right, let me show you my granddaddy credit card, my 80,000. So this is my Bank of America card. I just got it raised from 70 to 80 like 2 weeks ago. So it's now got an $80,000 limit. This is my record highest credit limit. I've been obsessing on getting a 6-figure credit card limit. So this one could achieve that. So now I'll tell you how I do it. The reason I was showing you the balance transfer deals is that's how I get the high credit limits. You have to use the credit limit. Have you ever applied for a credit limit increase and they told you that they denied it because you're not using it? I'll tell you that that's the reason. Existing available credit is not being used enough. So I'm actually going to do a balance transfer on this card right now. I always do the high, up to close to the highest. And even if I don't need the total, I'll do 75,000 on this. So I'm going to show you that I'm doing that. And then if this video does good, I'll do a follow-up telling you how long it took to hit my bank account and show you that it's in the bank account and that it really does go through. Because I used to, when I started doing above 30 grand, I'm like, are they really going to do this? But your credit limit is yours. It's available for expenditures, so why wouldn't it be available for the balance transfers, right? So let me go through the process of doing this. I'm going to do 75 grand for 4%. Yeah, one more thing. If I'm expecting people to say in the comments, be careful doing that. And I've been doing this for I think 17 years. I've been doing these balance transfers to increase my, sometimes I have a reason to need the money, and sometimes I just keep it in my brokerage account for a while. And so here's the proof of that. There's my last payment on this card, 35,000. So I cleared one of those, the big balance transfers. So I do put it right directly into my account, not to another card. And that gives you the same deal, which is, yeah, I forgot to show you so this one's the best deal I have available right now. If this video does good, I'll tell you why I'm doing the transfer, but I'll just keep that to myself for now. But I'm expecting it to bomb because it's going off niche usually. Usually don't even get 1,000 views, but it's 13 months. It's over 13 months because that'll be April 17th, which is my closing date. When that goes to, switches from 0 interest to interest. So in 2025. So I'm gonna do a 75 grand. So the reason I don't do 80,000 is because you have to leave room for the fee, the 4% fee. You can't go over your credit limit. Okay, so here's how much it's gonna cost me. 3 grand. So I've done these before where I've made more than the transaction fee in my brokerage account. But when my limits were under 20, it was just worth it to grow the limits, because it's an obsession hobby of mine. Credit is. I've repaired lots of friends' credit, and they always screw it up once once I hand it over to them. I'm all set. Might be hard to believe that they're going to do that, but they will. Happens every time. I forget what the, I think I did one. The last one was off the highest I could do off the 70,000 limit, so it's going to happen. That'll come through. So that's how I get the high limits. That's how I've gotten my limits. They were capping them at around 10 grand until I started doing the putting it up. You got to use that limit. You got to show them that you're capable of using that limit. But you still have to be able to pay it off. I've always paid it off before the zero interest hits. And I can move it to another one if I have to. If I'm still using it, and I can just do another card and pay off that one. And since I've got such crazy like 600,000-700,000 worth of. I didn't show you all the cards. I just showed you the ones that I was thinking of. But anyway, there's the credit video. They're not gonna get your limits that high just because you have an 838 credit score, and just because you've been paying your bills on time for 20 years. They'll still deny it if you're not using it. Most of them will. So that's how you get. That's my secret to achieving an $80,000 credit limit. All right. Let's see what happens with this one. Hopefully that was interesting to you, and comment if you want more of these videos, because I'm not gonna do any more if the video doesn't do well. So all right, that's it for now. We'll talk soon. Later.